All right, guys, we're going to break down all the abilities for Invisible Woman and show you the right way to actually play her. Okay, the first thing first is she has a passive ability. So if you're out of combat for about 5 seconds, she'll go into this invisible state like this. Now, as soon as you start dealing damage or you use any technique, she'll hop out of it. But give it about 5 seconds. Bam, there it is. Now, this is the only point in which you can heal as Invisible Woman. She doesn't have any other technique that automatically heals her, so you have to be cognizant of that. So her main technique is orb projection. So how it works is it sends out an orb and it comes back to you. And it can damage and it can heal your allies. So the key thing about this is positioning. So I want to throw it out and I can damage and heal through my ally. It also has a little bit of a curve to it, so I can damage an enemy and heal my ally if I just do something like that. So there's a lot of fun things that you can do with it. It also heals through multiple people. It can also damage through multiple people. Now the next technique is Psionic Vortex, and how this works is it'll go out, and as soon as it hits something, it'll go off. But you can set it off yourself too. So you can send it out and then hit the shift button, because I'm playing on PC, and it'll set it off. So this is really effective. So if you have somebody high ground, I can set it right there and hit somebody in the high ground, kind of get them off if somebody's sitting there like a Hela or something like that. I've also noticed with this technique, it's got a very long range. So until it hits something or you set it off again, it got a very long range. The next technique is Force Physics. So this is my E ability, and you can either launch somebody or you can bring them in. Sometimes if somebody's overextending, you might want to bring them in so your team can finish them off and make it harder for them to escape. You could use this technique to boop somebody off because it kind of does have a pretty long range. It pushes people back. Now her next move is Agile Strike. So it's basically her melee. So it's 1, 2, and then on the third one you have a knockback. So her next move is Agile Step. So let's say you're in combat and you have somebody flank you or jump on you. You can just press space button twice to jump and get away, and it sets her into her invisibility, which gives her passive healing right away. Now another cool technique that Invisible Woman has is the Guardian ability. So it provides a healing over time. You just click who you want to put it in front of, and anybody that's near it gets passive healing. And as you see, it's a shield that has 300. So over here on the left-hand side, you can see it's regen. So it's one shield that's shared between all your allies. And if an enemy tries to walk through it, it'll actually slow them down. Now her ultimate is Invisible Boundary. It's a very effective ultimate. It's like Mantis or Luna Snow's ultimate. Maybe not as good as Luna Snow ultimate, but what it does is it can heal you through a ton of ults, something like Moon Knight's ult. Thing about it is you can heal in here and people really can't see you from the outside in. They won't be able to see you, but they can still hit you through the shield. Watch. I still take damage. So her last ability is her Team Up ability, which is with Mr. Fantastic currently. And it gives him some damage resistance, and it gives her 15% bonus to her healing. And then it also gives a passive healing bonus to other Fantastic Four members.